The disaster honeymoon. I think I cried every single day. Mom, can we please go back to the airport and just sleep there and then go home first thing in the morning? She's like, your flight is canceled. And I'm like, you're joking. We're dripping, guys. I'm not even joking. Everything is soaked.
Lily is not very good at holding the umbrella.
Height difference.
Just. We're actually going to be answering a few questions from all of you guys.
Why does that? Hey guys, welcome back to Nen Fam. As most of you know, we just got married.
It was literally the best day of my life. It was so amazing. It was the best.
It was super fun. But there are some things that happened behind the scenes that you guys did not see.
Wait, even about our honeymoon that was a disaster?
Yeah, every single detail about our honeymoon as well. You guys are literally gonna die. I kid you not, this was the worst honeymoon experience ever.
Hey, wait a minute. Is Marcus back? I need to talk to you.
Oh no.
Dude, she told me what happened. Come here.
And throughout the video, we're actually going to be answering a few questions from all of you guys. And I think right now is actually a good time to answer a couple of them.
I'm not really sure what's going on upstairs, but let's answer some questions. All right, first question is, who was the most stressed getting ready? Me?
Definitely you.
I'm gonna be so honest. I was not stressed at all because I just got to sit in a chair and my mom and Paisley did my hair and Paisley did my makeup and that was it. I would say the most stressful part was lacing up my dress just because there were so many laces to go through, but other than that, I would say it was like chill getting ready. We had a lot of time to get ready, so.
We had a lot of time.
And by the way, the upstairs noise was Ledger, of course, just running around, so don't mind that.
Next question is, when did it actually hit you that you were getting married that day? And for me, it was definitely right before I walked out of the white curtains to walk down the aisle. That was, once the music started playing, I was like, wow, this is actually happening.
Yeah.
And when Lily walked out, I just got like so emotional. I couldn't keep it in. It was just, that's when it became real for me.
I would say the same thing too. Like coming out of the curtain, walking down the aisle, that was like, oh, I'm getting married. Even though we were already married because we got stilled in the temple the day before, this was like, this is real. Like everyone's there and we're walking down the aisle. So that was definitely the part that I was like, oh, we're getting married today. All right, next question is, what did it mean to have your whole family there for you? You wanna go first?
You can go first.
Okay. So for me personally, it was really special and fun. So Kennedy actually wasn't able to make it. Her, Chase, and her little babies. She's actually gonna make a video explaining more of that, and we miss them a lot. We love them so much. And I would say that was definitely a little bit sad that they weren't there, but it was still a lot of fun with the rest of the family, but we still wish Kenn and her cute family could have been there, but we did end up FaceTiming her for like the whole thing, which was still really nice that she was kind of still there and a part of that. So now you can just go.
It just meant so much to me to have my whole family there, all my extended family, my cousins, grandparents, aunts, uncles. It just made it a lot more special to see them there and be there and know that they're supporting both of us. It was amazing.
And a lot of people from both of our families flew out, they drove a lot of hours, and it just meant a lot that everyone was up for all the traveling to show up and support us, so it was really special.
Okay, so someone asked, what are we gonna miss the most about Luke, specifically? You can answer that one first.
It's a hard one, there's a lot to miss. I would say just like hanging out. I just love hanging out with Luke, like he's my best friend. Makes me a little emotional. Why does that?
Luke just brings really good energy to the room that you're in. He's just such a positive person, so we'll miss his energy for sure. We love him so much.
How did the practice ceremony go? And honestly, it went really well. But then when it came to the actual ceremony, there were a little bit of hiccups, which we'll get to in a minute.
And the next question was, how did we choose our colors for the wedding?
So I actually chose them. Oh, we got some stompers upstairs again, don't mind that. Well, fun fact, before we like officially chose our colors, I was like, oh, I want navy blue and yellow. Like those are my two colors, that's all I want. And then I was scrolling on Pinterest and I was like, ooh, this is really pretty. I think it's like the burgundy, dark green. There was still some yellows in there. It's giving some Twilight vibes, honestly.
Yeah.
I would say
giving like mysterious spring.
Mysterious spring.
It was like kind of like the same colors in your house.
Yeah, it was really, really pretty. And so I saw that and I was like, all right, these are the colors we're doing. And Marcus had one.
My one request was
a navy.
I stood my ground and said I want a navy blue suit. So.
At first I was trying to do like a black suit and he's like, no, navy blue. Like that's the only suit color I wear.
That's
and I was
the
like,
only thing I care about.
All right. And it turned out looking great. So
yeah, I thought it looked good. I was really happy with it.
It looked really good. So Pinterest, shout out Pinterest. What were we thinking when we first saw each other?
So I was standing out there on just in the gazebo. And when the curtains opened and Lily walked out, I just couldn't help but cry. She just looked so beautiful, and I was so happy that I was gonna marry her in like 2 minutes. So.
In like 2 minutes.
And I was really glad my dad was the one officiating, so having him up there was also really special. It was like more comforting. So. But seeing you was just the best part of the day.
For me, I couldn't even keep it together. I was really trying not to because I was like, can't cover half the makeup.
Did you see me like?
I did. I saw Marcus's big lips whimpering in the best way. Like, it was just so special and like, I don't know. I just like was feeling every emotion. I was so happy and I felt so loved and I was just like, wow, like he really loves me. So it was really, really special.
The next question is, what was going through your head as you're walking down the aisle?
You want me to go first?
You can go first.
All right, so first of all, I stepped out of the curtains and I was like, all right, like, here we go. Like, I was so nervous. I was like shaking, just like, not from like being scared, just like everyone watching and making sure I'm walking right and everything. And then we got to the grass and I was like, oh crap, my bell is getting caught a little bit. So I was like trying to keep my head up. So I was like, hopefully I don't trip, don't trip, don't trip. But once I saw Marcus, it was just like, all that went away and I didn't really care anymore. So just cared more getting to the altar with Marcus, and yeah.
Yeah, I was just super nervous. Like my heart was racing in a good way. I was super excited. I had never seen Lily in her dress before, so the first time I saw her was when she opened the curtains, and it was just an amazing moment. So.
And I know it's really common, and a lot of people like to do like a first look, like video, I guess you could say. But me and Marcus decided that we didn't want to. We wanted it to be kind of more just like a special thing in our own way to just see it the first time when I walked out. So I thought that was really special.
For me, it's just your wedding day is super special, and that's the one time that gets to happen. So I wanted the first time for me to see how beautiful she would look on her wedding day to be on her actual wedding day.
So that was his first time ever seeing me in my dress, was walking down the aisle. Do you want to hurry and tell him what didn't make it in the video though, about the ceremony?
Yeah, so right before the ceremony started, everyone had gotten ready. And when we're ready to start, the music stopped working, which made me even more nervous.
Yeah, it was not working.
How long did it take? It felt like forever.
And it felt like forever. I honestly don't know how long
I don't know how long it took, but it felt like forever.
I just remember everyone scrambling around trying to hurry.
Everyone's trying to figure it out, and I'm just getting so nervous.
You're like
anxious because I know Lily's like behind me, and I'm just like having to like I can't look because I don't want to see her till she walks out. So. And
the funny thing is, like normally you're like, hey, these things are supposed to happen during the walkthrough. No, the walkthrough was like perfect, and then the ceremony right before, the music cut out and it was just down. But it was still perfect.
Yeah, once we got it fixed, it went super good.
It was amazing. So that was a little hiccup in our ring ceremony. I just wanted to say I'm so glad that everyone was able to come that came, and it was really, really fun. It was a really great wedding. The reception was amazing, and yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Thank you for everyone that came. We love you guys.
Who surprised you the most on the dance floor?
Uncle Greg.
You know, I'd have to say Uncle Greg too. I did not see that coming. That was some great dance moves, but...
Not all of them were shown in the video, but he was over there.
He was busting it down on the dance floor.
Showing everyone up.
What was your favorite moment from the reception?
Ooh.
That's hard.
That's hard, because the whole reception was just so much fun. I liked the cake.
Of course you liked the cake. I'm just kidding. The cake was really, really good.
The cake was really good. But other than, I'd say just the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like just
I feel like it was just perfect. Everything
went so well.
Yeah. Favorite part though was probably, okay, I have two favorite parts. Probably our individual dances and then ours together, and then the cake cutting.
Yeah. And
the shipping and the group dancing.
So everything.
Yeah, just everything. All right, are you guys ready for the disaster? We honestly have to laugh about it so we don't cry because it was that bad. So, look, I'll start and then you can fill in we'll give you like the shortened version because it's long.
It's
guys.
a long story.
So basically, first we drive back to our hotel. So we weren't gonna leave until the next morning. And mind you, the next day is my birthday. So we get back to our hotel, it's like 10:30, and we're pulling up and getting out our suitcases, and my mom calls me and she's like, hey, I just saw that Hawaii's supposed to be getting floods all weekend. It's supposed to be super rainy. And I was just like, oh no. And then I was like, all right, let me hurry and call you back. Let me talk to Marcus. So we get out our suitcases, we go up into our hotel room, and we call my mom back. And she's like, hey, how do you guys feel about going somewhere else? And we were like, okay, like, she was just trying to help us just because she didn't want us to be in Hawaii with no power and the flooding and just all the things that could happen.
It did end up being really bad.
It did end up being really bad and sad, and just hoping all can go back to normal when...
Hoping everyone there is doing well.
Yeah.
It looked pretty bad.
Yeah. So we get a call from my mom and she's like, hey, how does Turks and Caicos sound, the Bahamas? And we're like, oh yeah, like this sounds like great. And it gets to about 1:45 in the morning and we're like, okay, we're just gonna go to bed. And my mom's like, we'll call you back in the morning. So we go to bed and we wake up and I get a text, and we woke up around like 10, I think. We were just so exhausted.
Like 9 or 10.
Yeah, 9 or 10. And we wake up and I get a text and it's like, hey, there's a flight that takes off in 45 minutes. And we're like, 45 minutes? And it's to Florida. And at first I was like, okay, like Florida, like that. I've never heard of anyone going to Florida for their honeymoon.
I have never even been to Florida.
No, yeah.
So I have no idea what.
So then I look at the thing, I'm like, oh, like this looks like fun. Like it was in these bungalows, it was a private resort. I was like, okay, this will be fun. Like we'll make the most out of this. So we hurry and book it to the airport and we get on our flight and we're just flying. I think we took 3 different flights to get there, and we land in Florida. And we get our suitcases, and then we call an Uber because you have to Uber there. We don't have a car. And let's just say our Uber guy,
it was just, the airport was really confusing, the whole drop-off pickup thing.
Yeah.
There was like 4 different lanes, and it was really loud. I was trying to like talk to him.
We're running up and down this airport for like an hour trying to find our Uber, and he's literally right there. He just told us the wrong spot.
Yeah, he accidentally told us the wrong spot.
Yeah.
There was just a misunderstanding.
So
we did find him.
So we found him, and like that day that we get to Florida, it's my birthday, and we've been traveling all day, so I'm like looking up places to get food in our hotel that we were supposed to stay at, and it's a 2-hour drive. So we're driving and I'm looking for food. I'm like, okay, like we can cater, like order room service, it will be great. We get there and it's about like 11:30 at night, and the guy unloads our car. We get into the place and we're like, hey, like we're here to check in. We start checking in and the lady goes, can we see your IDs? I was like, yeah. So we give her both our IDs and she looks at me kind of strange. She's like looking up and down and she was like, and I was like, don't tell me you have to be 21 or older. She goes, yes. I was like, you're joking. So this already paid for bungalows that we were supposed to stay in, we can't even get into. So I start bawling because I'm starving, and when I'm starving, let's just say I get a little hangry and a little emotional, and it was my birthday, so I was just like, this is the first birthday ever, and we're not even in a place. It was late at night. So I'm on the phone with my mom, and let's just say the lady was being a little difficult, and we were trying to tell her like, hey, like, is there any way we can get in? We've already paid for this, it's our honeymoon, it's my birthday. And she's just like, no, you cannot get in because you have to be 21 or older because of certain drinking rules and different things like that. And so we were like, hey, like, what if we don't do that? Like, that's not what we do. And she's like, no, absolutely not. So she goes, there's a hotel 5 minutes down the street that you can check into 18 or older. So I'm bawling, I'm on the phone with my mom and dad, and we get to the next hotel. And we're just like, hey, are you guys, I was just like, I'm just gonna ask if they're 21 or older. I asked, and surely enough, 21 or older can only stay at this hotel. So I'm just back in the corner again, bawling with our suitcases. We're freaking out, we don't have a place to go. And by this time it's like 1 in the morning. And I'm bawling, I'm starving, and I'm like, hey, can we get a king size bed? And he's like, I only have 2 queens. I was like, okay. And then he asked for our IDs. And I was like, don't tell me you have to be 21 or older. He goes, yes. So I just start bawling again. I'm like, why does you have to be 21 or older? He's like, it's like a state law. It's not, but it is. Like, we're not allowed to
it's just a lot of places have that rule.
Yeah. So then I'm on the phone again with my mom, like, Mom, can we please go back to the airport and just sleep there and then go home first thing in the morning? She's like, no, like, this is your honeymoon. Like, we'll find you something. And shout out to this hotel worker. He booked us a room. under one condition. What was it?
He calls me over and he says, I'll give you the room, but you can't come up to the front desk and check out in the morning. You just have to leave. He's like, you can sleep here, but as soon as you wake up, you gotta go.
Yeah.
So shout out to that guy.
Yeah.
He gave us a place to stay.
He gave us a place even though he wasn't supposed to. So then I'm just still bawling. I'm like, this is not, and like, guys, I'm just glad we had a place to sleep at the end of the night. So we're going, and it's kind of like a motel. Like, normally hotels, you have an elevator, you go up to your room. No, it's like more of a motel. Every room is outside. So we go out there, we're looking for a room. Marcus is carrying all of our suitcases up and down these stairs until we finally find our room. We get in there and I just flop on the bed and I'm bawling. I'm like, this is the worst birthday ever. This is the worst honeymoon. And Marcus is like, hey, like, it's fine. And my mom's like, you need to get some food. I'll try to find a place for you in the morning. It's like, nowhere's gonna take us. So we ordered McDonald's.
It was the only place that was open.
Only place that was open. So we ordered McDonald's. Guys.
It was the best McDonald's ever.
It hurt my stomach so bad, and I went to bed bawling again because my stomach hurt.
I was really, at this point, I was really just trying to stay in a good mood.
He was really trying to be positive,
so that
which I love about Marcus.
Make Lily feel better because she was really sad, and I know it was her birthday, and I know she was super bummed, obviously. But at this point, you couldn't really do anything else but laugh because everything we tried to do just went wrong.
Yeah. So then we get a text from my mom in the morning. She's like, "Hey, this lady said that you'll be able to stay at this hotel. So go get yourself some breakfast and then go to this hotel." So we didn't want to spend another like $100 on an Uber, guys. The second we got out like onto the streets of the airport looking for our Uber, we have dropped like, I'm not even gonna say,
since we landed in Florida, I spent quite a bit of money on Uber's hotel rooms.
It was a pretty pricey.
It was a pretty penny.
So then we're like, all right, there's a Starbucks that's like a 5-minute walk. We're just gonna go there. So we have all of our suitcases. We're still in our same clothes from yesterday from the airport. And we go down to the Starbucks across the street and we're walking down like this highway. It was quite embarrassing, not gonna lie. So we get our food, we get our Uber. It's a 2.5-hour drive. So we drive all the way to Fort Lauderdale and it is pouring rain that day. And we're just like, hey, we're just happy to finally get a place. So this hotel, it's kind of weird. It doesn't have like a normal like door that you go into to check in. You have to go underground into the parking garage and then go through another door with your key card to the hotel and then go up.
There was no main entrance into the lobby.
So our Uber didn't know that. He was just an awesome, great guy that dropped us off on this side of the road and it's pouring rain and we're pushing our luggage up and down this street for like 45 minutes trying to figure out how the heck to get into this freaking hotel. So then we find a little like roof to stand under on the side of the street and we are calling everyone. We're like, how do we get in here? So we finally figure out how to get into this hotel. So we go underground and we're like, crap, you need a key card. Thankfully, there was a group of people behind us. They were so nice. They're like, do you need to get in? Are you checking in? We're dripping, guys. I'm not even joking. Everything is soaked.
It looked like I jumped in a pool.
It literally looked like we jumped in a pool and got out with our suitcases, backpacks, everything. So we're creating a little puddle in this lobby, trying to check into this hotel. So then we finally make it into this hotel and Marcus was really sweet and he's like, why don't we go to a fun little dinner? Let's shower and let's get ready and let's go to a dinner. So we go to this really nice steakhouse. It was amazing, by the way. It was so good.
It was really good.
And then things took a turn after Marcus was about to pay for the check and my stomach hurt. So I'm in the bathroom for an hour and a half at this place. And we did an Uber because it was literally a 5-minute walk. And Marcus is the sweetest and was waiting out there the whole entire time. And I finally come out and I'm like, I'm dying, I'm gonna throw up, like I don't feel good. So we walk back to the hotel and I am literally in the bathtub for the rest of the night, just dying because my stomach hurts so bad. So Marcus, we wake up in the next morning and Marcus is like, hey, like, it's gonna be sunny today, like, let's go to the beach.
This was the one sunny day.
The one sunny day.
So I was like, let's make the most of it.
Yeah.
And go to the beach.
So we get on our swimsuits and we're walking down and I was like, hey, the UV's supposed to be like an 8 or 9. Like, should we get some sunscreen? He's like, I think we'll be fine. And I was like, okay. Guys, we were out there for an hour and a half. We come back inside and we're fried. And when I say fried, like we haven't seen the sun since Hawaii from Trey and Izzy's wedding, right? That's what it was?
Because it's been winter.
It's been winter. So we are just like super, super not used to the sun right now, and
She had it a lot worse than I did.
Guys, I'm not even kidding. I looked like...
You look like a tomato.
No, like a red rose. I was so red and it hurt. So we go back and I'm like, crap. And we shower and we're getting ready because we're wanting to go get some food. And I'm like, Marcus, can you go down and get us some aloe and ibuprofen and lotion? Because I'm like, I gotta get on top of this right now so it's not killing me. Sweet Marcus decides to go get some aloe vera that is this big, this big. And he comes back in and I was like, hey,
I got the lotion.
I was like, can you start rubbing it on me, like on my arms while we're getting ready?
No, you refused to put that one.
And I look at it and it is this big. I go, Marcus said it's gonna cover one arm. And he goes, well, what's the cheapest one? It was like whatever. So I'm like, all right, did you at least get the ibuprofen? No. So I look at him and I was like, I felt bad actually. I got not pretty mad, but I was just like, really, Marcus? Like, is it that hard to grab me what I need? Like, I was in pain. I was done with this honeymoon. So he goes back down, he gets the ibuprofen, and he gets the right aloe. We lather ourselves in aloe, we take some ibuprofen, and we're like, hey, there's this burger place. It's a 15-minute walk. We're gonna walk there and get some dinner. And then, if you guys know anything about Fort Lauderdale during spring break, by the way, let's just say
there's way too many people there.
Way too many people, way too many things to see. So basically we start walking down this sidewalk. How far do we even get? Like
2 minutes into
like
our walk.
2 minutes into our walk and we're stuck. We're like going through people
there
like
was so many people on this sidewalk that we just couldn't move anymore. So we decided to just turn around
and cross.
And had to go like the long way to this burger place, which it was really good.
It was worth it.
It was worth it. Then that night we just went back to the hotel.
Yeah.
And went to bed.
Yeah, we were dying. We slept in like oversized shirts. I put on one of Marcus's shirts and was lathered in aloe because I was dying. That is our own fault, but that was just like another cherry on top to the honeymoon. So then we wake up the next morning and we're fried and it's a like it is just pouring all day. It's super windy, super gloomy. And we went and got some acai bowls. They were actually pretty good. And then we came back.
Went back to the hotel.
And we chilled for a little bit. We just really didn't want to be outside of our hotel room. So then we're like, there's this pizza place that we really wanted to try that was next to the burger place.
Right next to the burger place, and we saw it and it looked really good. So we're like, let's just walk down there. It was pouring, so we bought an umbrella.
For $20.
It was like a $30 umbrella.
Oh, $30.
That was like a paper mache.
Guys, it was like flying out of our hands. It was such a bad umbrella.
The worst quality umbrella ever. And it was so small, so I'm like holding it over Lily, and I'm just like getting soaked in the rain. Luckily, there wasn't a lot of people walking around.
There was like nobody on the streets, surprisingly.
Anyway, we got our pizza. We come back.
We're dripping.
I was trying to hold Lily is not very good at holding the umbrella.
Guys, there is like a quite big height difference.
So I'm like, okay. The main priority is we need to protect this pizza so that it doesn't get wet. So that when we get back to the hotel room, it's not soggy. And she's holding the umbrella
on Marcus's head.
This way, it's on top of my head and it's on my back. Right where the water
down part is on his back. So all the water is going on Marcus.
All the whole back side of me was just soaked. We eventually made it back to the hotel. I was completely drenched again.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
And
we
turned on, what is it called?
Dude Perfect.
Dude Perfect. This TV didn't work, but YouTube worked. So we turned on Dude Perfect Stereotypes and ate our pizza on the floor and then went to bed. So then we get to Monday. It's our last full day. It's still gloomy, whatever. We go to not a nice breakfast, but just like a normal breakfast. It was good. We come back. We're like, hey, let's go to a nice dinner tonight. We found the steakhouse. We go there. No.
The rolls were really good.
The rolls were phenomenal.
The best rolls I've probably ever had.
And I decided I was gonna get a lobster. This guy brings out a whole lobster body with its antennas, its eyes, its sticky parts, its hairs, stuffed, and it's like mashed baby food. So I was like, all right, I'm not eating that. So I didn't end up eating anything. We go and get ice cream, and we're going back, and Marcus is like, I really need to go to the bathroom. I'm like, okay. So we are trying to get back to our hotel, and Marcus decides to go into the bathroom, and the first time he leaves me for 30 seconds.
I leave Lily by herself for 30 seconds to use the bathroom.
These two guys come up to me and they're like, hey, like, how old are you? And I was like, whoa. And let's just say The guys were very pushy, asking like, where's my boyfriend? If I got a boyfriend, I was like, I'm married, please leave me alone. And then they go into the bathroom, Marcus comes out, really weird, felt uncomfortable, whatever. So then we're like, okay, we gotta pack, we're in the hotel, and Marcus pre-books an Uber. And on it, you can put like your flight. Wasn't that what you did?
Yeah, on the Uber, it asks what terminal you're supposed to be in so that the Uber can drop you off there. So it asks what your flight is. It was delayed by about 15 minutes. So we're like, okay, no big deal. We'll just keep the same Uber time and go to the hotel at the same time anyway.
Guys, also our flight, we had to be at the airport by 4:30? 5. And we had to be to the airport by 5 a.m. And we did not go to bed till 2:30 a.m. because we had some lovely people who decided it would be really fun to sing their hearts out and bang the walls and floors, and
that was every night. So
every single night.
That's a little detail that did not make it.
Yeah.
It was really hard to sleep.
So we woke up at 4.
We woke up at like 3:45. We got an hour of sleep.
And I look at my phone and it says, your flight is canceled. And I'm like, you're joking.
So anyways, we get to the airport. We go up to the desk that's outside.
They like check into.
The check-in desk. And the guy's like, your flights are actually canceled. You have to go in and rebook them. So we go inside, and this airport is so packed. And everyone's flights from that morning were also canceled.
And from last night.
So the line is super long. Long story short, we ended up waiting 3.5 hours
standing
to rebook our flights. So we started in line at 5 a.m. and by the time we got to the front, it was 8:30. And so we rebook our flights. The lady's like, okay, this flight got canceled from last night and it got moved to this morning. So it's gonna take off in about an hour and a half, 10 o'clock. We're like, okay, so we go through TSA, security, that takes a little bit.
Get some food.
And we got some food, we ate some breakfast, finally. It keeps saying our flight's delayed like 20 minutes, now it's delayed 45 minutes.
It just kept getting delayed, this flight.
Getting delayed. Long story short, they didn't even have a pilot for this flight yet.
Or a flight attendant. So it was like a ghost flight with no one.
It was just kind of go on the spot. We got on the plane, we finally boarded. Everyone is super mad because everyone has super tight connections after this flight lands. And we sat on the runway for about 2 hours.
2 hours.
Waiting for our flight to take off.
But we were like, no big deal. Our other flight's already delayed.
Our other flight's already delayed and we had a long layover anyways. The flight was originally supposed to leave at 10 o'clock in the morning and it left at 1. And once we landed, everyone was rushing off the plane.
Because they got connections that are leaving in like 15 minutes.
Like some were already like about to leave. So we just like sat on there and we're chilling, and then we get to our next gate where our flight's supposed to be, and we look at our tickets. It says we don't have a confirmed seat. I got in line to ask the travel agent guy that scans your boarding pass when you get on the plane, and the lady in front of us was freaking out.
Throwing a huge fit about
about not being able to get a seat because she had a ticket, but she wasn't like confirmed for the flight. So I asked, there's a flight attendant in front of me, luckily. And so I asked the flight, I was like, hey, if it says confirmed on our tickets, do we have a seat? And she was like, I think so.
I was like, don't tell me we don't have a freaking seat.
We don't have a seat. Anyways, she helped us out. She was awesome. She pointed us out to where we were supposed to be. And so anyways, we had seats.
All was fine. We made it on the next flight.
We made it on the next flight and then the next flight.
Yeah.
So we were originally supposed to get to St. George at 2:30 Tuesday. And we landed, we got to St. George at like 9:30, 10. So at that point, we were just like, we are so tired.
We've been to 6 different airports in the last like 5 days and like 7 different flights. And
so we decided to stay the night at my parents' house.
Marcus's parents picked us up from the airport. We were exhausted. We went to In-N-Out, told them the honeymoon. That was a disaster, quite literally, and went to bed.
Got 10 hours.
10 hours of sleep, guys. We were exhausted.
It was so nice.
But it felt so nice to get 10 hours of sleep and to finally have a place to shower.
Yeah.
That was clean.
The next morning, we just woke up, we took it super easy and drove back home. And we were just relieved to finally just like be home and be back.
Yeah.
And just be done with that trip. I honestly think it's really funny. Lily is not super happy about it. But I just thought because everything went wrong, it's just like, we can't not laugh about it.
Guys, and we're not even being like over dramatic. It was that bad.
I'm not a dramatic person, but it was.
I think I cried every single day that I was there.
I felt pretty bad. Yeah, I tried to help.
Worst birthday, worst honeymoon. And yeah,
it's a funny story though.
We have, like I said, we have to laugh about it now so we don't cry. Because it was quite the roller coaster. So
we're gonna try a redo someday.
Someday we will get our redo, our redemption.
Get a redemption trip?
Well, it was quite the eventful weeks that we've had with our wedding. I will say though, our ring ceremony and reception could not have gone any perfect.
Yeah, those.
Like that
those
was just
perfect.
the best day, honestly. Like I just think everything was perfect. And
Up to that point, everything was just so great.
It was really
We loved
great.
it.
And our honeymoon, we'll get a redo.
We'll save that for later.
Maybe we'll tell you the new story if we ever redo our honeymoon. Thank you so much for watching and love you all. Bye.
The way we move, the shift in light we drift through, a gentle rush, yet also still. Home is when I'm with you. No need to try, 'cause you're more than enough. Flow like the river, deep, only for us. Kaleidoscope of patterns flow into one. Come together with the setting sun. Wash over me, cleanse me completely to the rhythm of your tide, 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 tide. Every fear subsides softly to the rhythm of our life. The silence draws us closer still. Unspoken words we see through. Collecting time, this love is kind. We found a place to belong. No need to try, 'cause you're more than enough. Flow like the river, deep, only for us. Kaleidoscope of patterns flow into one. Come together with the setting sun.